What's up, yogis? My name is Jessica, and welcome back to Elevate Yoga. Today is another quick yin practice. We're going to be targeting our spine. If you have taken any of my other classes, you know I put a lot of emphasis on the importance of good movements in our spine. Today, we're going to be taking that at a more passive level with a yin practice. So, as a refresher, our spine moves in 6 ways. Flexion, so rounding our back, extension, arching our back. We lateral bend left, we lateral bend right, we twist left, and we twist right. So this quick practice is going to go through one posture for each shape. We're going to be holding about 2 minutes a shape. So if you've been sitting a lot lately, or if your spine feels locked up, this is a great practice for you. All good movement in the rest of your body really stems from your spine. So if your spine is locked up, chances are you might be having shoulder problems, hip problems. So making sure you prioritize your spine first and then the rest of your good movements. Let's get started in supported fish. I do have a playlist for you guys. It's optional. Go ahead and press play on another device and let's get into this posture. So supported fish, you'll use 2 blocks. Okay, I'm going to start facing this direction on my mat. This first block is going to support right under my shoulder blades. Okay, so ladies, where you buckle your bra strap, guys, you're going to draw a line under your pecs, straight back. That's where the block should be. Second block is going to go a little bit higher, support your head. So I'm going to slowly start to lie down on this first block, making sure your bottom is still down on the ground, and then lie all the way back. Rest your head on the second block. Make sure the second block stays nice and flat. Arms out wide. Turn your palms to face up. Eyes closed if it feels okay. Anything you want to do with your legs. So your legs can be straight, knees can be bent. Maybe you come into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees open wide. I want you to get nice and comfortable here. Again, make sure the entire weight of your hips are down on the floor. Soften up your jaw. Relax the muscles in your face. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. So with the placement of this first block where it is, right under your shoulder blades, we're targeting our thoracic spine. So this is our extension or our back bend of our practice. And oftentimes we back bend from our hypermobile low back. However, it should really come from our mid to upper back. So right where we're targeting this back bend right here will lead to more healthy, active back bends in the rest of your practice or other activities and taking off some of that load from your low back. And with your chest lifted, you're noticing that this posture is starting to facilitate some slower and deeper breaths. Just allow your breathing to flow naturally, not forcing anything. With each inhale, noticing how the front of your body really expands. With each exhale, how your body softens. It's a bit heavier. And as you continue to relax into this posture, I want you to ask yourself, where can I do less? Where can I release some tension or effort? Maybe it's in your shoulders, your upper traps, muscles in your face, or even in your hips, legs, ankles, or feet. When you're ready, go ahead and turn your palms to face down as carefully as you got into the posture. So using your elbows, your forearms, your palms, slowly come all the way up to seated. You can stay facing forward. I'll turn to face you. Have a seat on your mat, sit cross-legged. And rather than going straight into flexion, you want to allow your spine to recuperate, just finding its natural curvature. So hands on your knees or thighs or even in your lap, just stack your spine, head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, eyes closed. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. Now bring the soles of your feet together, knees open nice and wide. Now make sure there's a good amount of space between your pelvis and your heels, so a foot or two. Take an inhale, grow tall through your spine. On your next exhale, it's come into flexion. So a nice, easy, passive forward fold. Notice how I'm not pulling or yanking on my feet or ankles. Just let your fingertips kind of hang out here. Tuck your chin, allow your spine to round. Now, an option, what I like to do is to grab a block. You can grab both of your blocks right behind your heels. Forehead rest down on the block. And this is just for comfort. If you want to rest your head down on something so your neck can fully relax. Just let gravity draw your knees out and down. Let gravity draw your torso forward and down. Again, every time you enter a posture, checking in with your body. So just assessing where you feel a sensation most in each pose. And once you've settled in, asking yourself, where can I do less? Where can I release some effort? Slowly come all the way up to seated. Move your block off to the side, but make sure you can still grab it. We'll use it for the next posture. You're going to extend your left leg all the way out toward the left, so a half straddle. Bend your right knee, so you're pressing your foot against your left inner thigh. Grab this block. Well, this is going to be optional, so if you want to use it if you want to do this posture without a block, you absolutely can. I will choose to use my block, so bring it to the inside of your left knee. I'm going to use the lowest side, but you can adjust as needed. You're going to lean over, bring your left elbow down to the block, make a fist, and then lie the side of your head down on your fist. Right arm comes up and over, hand behind your head, pointing your elbow up toward the ceiling, but keep it nice and easy, natural, little to no effort. So if you're more mobile in a lateral bend, you can do the same thing without a block and have your elbow down on the floor. However, in Yin Yoga, the goal is not to come to 100% or more of your range of motion. You're not trying to push to your edge. The goal of Yin is to come to about a comfortable 70, 80% or so and be able to relax as much as possible. With these longer holds, we are targeting deeper than the muscular layers. So the muscular layers where We usually go in a vinyasa, faster paced practice. But in yin, we are targeting more the connective tissue, the fascia, tendons, and ligaments. Slowly come all the way up to seated, and let's switch it out. Extend your right leg out toward the right, toward a half straddle. You'll bend your left knee. If you use your block, go ahead and place it to the inside of your right knee, elbow down on the block, make a fist, lie the side of your head down on your fist. Left hand comes up and over. Keep pointing your left elbow up toward the ceiling, breathing into your left ribs. Carefully come all the way up to seated. Place your block toward the back of your mat with your second block, and we're just going to keep it here just in case. Let's get into our twisting. So turn to face the front of your mat if you aren't already. Now you're going to bring your left shin parallel to the top of your mat, right shin parallel to the right side of your mat. So you're kind of favoring sitting into your right hip. Turn your torso toward the back of your mat. You're going to walk your hands forward. Bring your forearms down into a Sphinx position. So forearms are parallel to one another, palms down on the ground. If it's not accessible to come all the way down onto your mat, you're going to grab your blocks and you're going to bring your forearms down onto the blocks right here. So just an easy, gentle, this shouldn't be a super intense twist right here. Keeping shoulders squared to the back of your mat now. Carefully come up onto your palms, please. Turn to face the front of your mat. And now we're just going to windshield wiper our knees up and over. So right shin is now parallel to the top of your mat. Left shin is parallel to the left side of your mat. So keep your hips exactly where they are. Turn your torso so you're now facing the back of your mat. Walk your hands forward, elbows down on the ground or your blocks. Shoulders are fully facing the back of the room. We'll be here for 1 minute. If you're on your elbows, going to come up onto your palms. Turn to face the front of your mat. Grab both of your blocks. Bring them in front of you. Now bring them on, let's say the medium side, and you're going to slide the blocks right underneath your knees. Now make sure your heels are still down on the floor, okay, and they're just supporting, propping up your knees a little bit. You're going to slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Coming into Savasana. With your knees slightly elevated, this gives space to your low back, allows it to decompress and soften. Eyes closed, one at a time. Walk your shoulders down away from your ears. Soften up your jaw. Allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax that space between your eyebrows and smooth out your forehead. Please stay here for as long as your time allows you to. Thank you so very much for practicing with me today. Namaste.